Welcome back to Ultimate Combat Radio. Mike Stidham here. This segment is brought to you by Tim Goodwin Chiropractic, located next door to the Treehouse Fitness Center in Draper. Tim Goodwin is my chiropractor, and he pops my back and makes me feel so good. So go check him out. We're not going to really have time to get to the poll question anymore. In fact, we have barely time to do the Colbert Report because I really want to talk to Kensei Sato. He's a guy I've wanted to interview for a long, long time. The Colbert Report kind of breaks out like this. I got my license back. They gave me my license back. They're allowing me to put on MMA events here in Utah. We're going to get started here very shortly. There are some stipulations. I can't say anything negative about the Athletic Commission. So go ahead and ask me what I think about the Athletic Commission anyway.
What do you think about Bill Colbert?
You know what? In fact, I should take that back. The Athletic Commission as a whole, good guys. Bill Colbert, I'm not allowed to say anything negative about the Athletic Commission. Otherwise, I'll have my license taken away and fined.
Well, is that the Colbert Report we've ever had?
That's it, man. That's all we got.
Do you have a plan, a date set for fights? Or
Yeah, we do, but you don't get to know it yet.
All right.
Okay.
Is the Great White on the card?
Well, we're hoping so. We're hoping we can do that. There is a little more Colbert issues that I want to talk about because they have some rules that they just passed, and we're really pressed for time. I'm going to gloss over them. In fact, you know what? I'm going to save them for next week. We're going to do them next week because Kensei is in studio. If you don't know who Kensei Sato is, he's the coolest guy ever to don the inside of a cage at a mixed martial arts show. And if you ever meet this guy, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. The second you meet him, you have to be Kensei Sato. Kensei, how are you, man?
Good.
That is really good to hear. Now, Kensei, great fight. Very, very exciting last week. Unquestionably the fight of the night. How does it feel to be such a little badass?
It feels very good.
Question mark?
As we all imagine that it would. Now, we all know you're a Mushin protege, and have you studied any other martial arts? What is your background?
I'm from traditional martial arts such as Taekwondo, Shotokan Karate, and Kyokushin Karate.
And does that blend well with what you're doing at Mushin, or do you think maybe was it contradictory to it? How does that work?
I'm still figuring out what works and what doesn't. Some of my teachers get mad when I, kind of try out new stuff, but I'm still playing around with that.
That's very good. And you're not going to get any better unless you do, and so that's the way to go. Now, we had a couple poll questions on Facebook that I want to talk to you about. Pound for pound, best fighter in the world. You said
Manny Pacquiao.
And why do you say that? You're a martial artist. You're an MMA guy. Why did you go to Manny Pacquiao?
Because he fights people that are bigger than him, and he's always got the disadvantage, and he somehow wins and comes on top.
That's the way to go. And then, little guys got to stick together, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you also made a very poignant observation when we had a question about Fedor's loss to Henderson. What did you point out?
I pointed out he got hit in the back of the head probably 3 times.
You also pointed out that he forgot to underhook.
Yes, he did forget his right underhook.
And it's kind of interesting. It's so fundamental. And you think about a guy at the top of his game, and he forgot an underhook. And literally that's why Henderson was able to reverse and get the big win. And you pointed that out.
Yeah. Definitely, yes.
So maybe you should teach Fedor a thing or two.
No, he's Fedor. He knows what he's doing. He's not 100% perfect.
Well, there you go. All right, now I understand you're an eligible bachelor.
Yes.
Ladies, this is the nicest guy, cutest guy you're ever going to meet, man. He's getting getting a little shy right now. In fact, his head's turning red. His hair is turning red.
40.
All right. You mentioned, one more real quick question. We're running out of time. What would be your superhero power if you had one?
The ability to heal.
Awesome. Very good. All right. Well, there you go. Kensei, thank you so much for coming on the show. And I know you got a big fight coming up in a couple weeks against Skylar Ledesma.
Sedesma.
Okay, on the Steelfist Fight card. We're looking forward to see that. We're going to come cheer for you again. And, of course, we're going to be right back here doing our thing. I want to thank all of our great sponsors. Of course, Aztec Highway. I want to thank Tim Goodwin Chiropractic. I want to thank Beehive Belmonts. And, of course, thank everybody for listening in. We'll see you next week on the Ultimate Combat Radio Show.